Hello everyone, this week we're going to be doing a review not about a backpack. This week we're going to be doing a review about this pair of shoes. Now this isn't a pair of shoes I've just bought. I tested these shoes for 5 months and have no complaints, and everywhere I look they get gleaming reviews. So let's get into it. Alright, so as I said, these are BANGS high tops. They're high tops because of their design. They're made by a company called BANGS shoes. It's quite a funny name. Alright, so these BANGS shoes are made of heavy duty canvas. They have metal eyelets so that you don't rip the hole apart when you tie your laces too many times or too tough when you're going on like a really big hike or something. You've got vulcanized rubber on the toe and on the sole so that it doesn't wear away as fast. And what that really means is it's just hardened rubber. So it's more sturdy, it's more durable, it's not going to wear away as quickly. I mean, you can see from the back of my shoe, I've worn these quite a lot, I've never washed them, and that's all that's really changed with them is this little bit on the heel. And usually if I wear shoes this much, the heel goes away within a month. And I've owned these for at least 3 or 4 and worn them non-stop. So another great thing about BANGS is the sole inside. Now if you can see, this is all like foam padded sole that you can kind of see right here at the edge. You can't take it out, it's really in there. But if you need insoles or you know, like those Dr. Scholl's ones for comfort, these solve that problem without you needing to buy them, because the heel and arch support that you get in these is ridiculously good. You can walk all day, which I have, wearing these shoes, and at the end of the day your feet aren't sore. You take them off and it's like, oh well, like that was a fun day, no big deal there. So yeah, really great on the material side, very sturdy, very durable, easily a great investment, and they're not that expensive. They're around $50–60 US. So another thing I want to talk about with these shoes is earlier in the year I went to Europe for 2 weeks, and this is the first time I've ever been out of North America, and I went on this trip and I was like, this is great. I had one main bag for my travels. It was a carry-on, had all my stuff in it. I was good to go, packed a backpack in and everything, and all I did was bring these one pair of shoes. That was it. I just got them like the week before, and all I did was brought one pair of shoes for 2 whole weeks, and I wore them on my feet the whole time and absolutely loved them. These shoes are amazing. They're super comfortable. They're extremely durable, and as I said, this is how they look after 4 months of solid use. Actually, probably more than 4 months, probably even 5 or 6 months. And they look almost brand new, and the only issue that I've had is some color transfer there from pulling the laces really hard when I was going on hikes and stuff. And on their website, all they say to do is take some, you know, detergent or soap and just scrub it a bit with warm water, and then hang them to dry, and they should be perfectly fine. And from reviews I've read, no issue there with those. So I didn't want to review shoes I'd never worn before, because shoes are so important to every aspect of life, because if your feet aren't comfortable, you can't really do things. So an example is I went on a whole day hike adventure when I was in the UK, and it involved walking for multiple hours and going up trails and going along canals and everything. And I wore these shoes, and some of my friends I was with were complaining like, oh, I need to rest, you know, my feet hurt and my feet are tired, and oh my god, like, you know, it's terrible. I was perfectly fine wearing these, and so was my friend who was also wearing a pair of these. And usually I am one of those people that, you know, like my knees hurt or my feet are sore from walking for so long and I want to take a break. But these solve that problem, absolutely. It is purely amazing how comfortable these shoes are, and especially when they're only like $50 or $60, which is unbelievable to think about, in my opinion. So on top of amazing shoes, the company itself is pretty cool, because what they do is they donate 20% of their profits to other entrepreneurs around the world through independent third party, and that helps other companies to grow and bring their products to life and help people achieve their dreams, which is amazing. And all that they do is they sell a great product. That's all they've done. So when you see these shoes, you see canvas. And if you saw the last video, I like water resistance. I don't want my stuff getting wet. I definitely don't want my feet getting wet on a day-long hike, and then you're stuck wearing wet socks all day, or if you brought extra socks, your shoes are soaked. It's not a good time for anyone if that's happening to you. So something I found out about and that I have used on most of my shoes is this fabric spray. Now it's called Nick Wax, and it basically makes them water resistant shoes now because of the coating that it gives it. And if you ever, notice that it's not working, you give it another coat and, you're good as rain. Pun intended. So this bottle is about $15 and it lasted at least 10 uses. That means your shoes aren't getting wet and all you've done is paid $15 for water resistance, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our handy spray bottle and we're gonna spray the shoes a bit, right? And we're gonna see how it reacts. Alright, so what you can see is water is beating off of it still, and now obviously it looks like it's getting pretty wet inside. So we'll just dab that off. You can see right here, it's not wet. There's no water, it's golden. So we've sprayed it a bit. That's about how wet you would probably get in the rain, and you're good. So I can just show you some more. Obviously the toe caps and the sole being rubber is super helpful, but you can see water is beating off of it, which is terrific, right? You can see right here and right here. It's just beating off. It's not really absorbing too much, which is good, and that's what you want to see. So an important tip is to check with the companies before you spray anything on your shoes, because certain companies only allow certain products to be sprayed on their shoes due to chemicals in the spray and the material they use in their shoes. So obviously you don't want to buy a pair of shoes, spray it, and a month down the road, an eyelet breaks and your shoes are useless, but the company's like, well, you sprayed it with this, so we're not gonna, uphold the warranty because that breaches it. So obviously contact them first. And there's lots of these kind of sprays out there, so definitely find the one that's best for you and that the company recommends, and you'll be good to go. Yeah. So just for a comparison, I have a pair of light gray Bangs here as well, just so you can see. Again, worn extensively for 5 months and barely any wear and tear on them. And they absolutely love their shoes as well. I just wanted to show you how this color kind of looked so that you can see that it's not just being hidden behind a darker color and everything. And these have also been sprayed with the fabric spray as well and hold up amazingly, which probably plays in part to why they look so clean, as that spray will, repel anything that comes in contact with it, which is a great bonus. So personally, amazing shoes. I can't get enough of them. I think the company does well to spread the wealth that they get from creating such a great product and them being so popular. Everyone I've talked to love these shoes and haven't had any issues with them. So I'll leave a link down below for the website for these shoes. They're in unisex sizing, so you just have to match your size. Super simple. Let me know what you thought down below, if there's any other shoes or other gear that you want me to review, and we'll see you later. Bye-bye!